morning, good evening, and good afternoon. This is Nathaniel Kim's Productions here today, and welcome to Railworks Train Simulator 2015. Now, today, we are, obviously, on a different route than usual. This is the hub of my new route, the Pine Valley Railway. This is Charleston Station, in all its glory. In the series, it may very well look different to this. Different versions of the route and different things which happen in the story. Spoilers! So, while our little... that's not a pannier tank. While our little pannier tank here, who have we got? Oh, we've got Winnie, number 7760. And according to your head code, Class K, pickup branch freight or a mineral train on a short haul run. That's not a mineral train! So, first things first, quick tour. We've got this lakey, rivery thing, which is being fed by this really rather pretty, odd looking waterfall thing that really does need sorting, which is then in turn being fed by this river, which does really look very nice, which comes out of the cliff here. This great big coal pile thing may well be moved because it's colossal, and to be fair, I've got absolutely no idea how it would get there because there's no road. The road's over there. How did it get there? What I might do is sort of maybe here is bring off a single track diversion of the road across the track, move all of this permanent waste stuff along a bit, and have it curving round like that, and then into the yard there. Maybe that's how the coal can get there. Pardon me. Then we've got a long line of coal wagons from the Memories of Mardi. I should probably have that on, shouldn't I, really, so I can keep an eye on our boiler pressure. Waiting to be loaded. And then here we've got a very small servicing point, coal and water facilities, inspection pits, and a nice big airy shed which gets pulled down in episode 2, I think, of the Pine Valley series. And then starting the clutter, we've got this old boiler thing which is being supported on a nice lump of concrete. I think that looks quite good. There's a slightly rustier one, but I wanted the cleaner one. So it's just about to go into a new locomotive. Then we've got some spare wheels down there, some concrete sleepers, and then over here we've got spare rails, spare concrete sleepers, spare wooden sleepers, and a random spare sleeper there, and an old signal pole ladder type thing, which appears to be made out of a piece of bullhead rail. Yes, it is. That's a nice touch. So, yeah, that's Charleston Station. We've got a lovely looking disabled ramp here from AP Stations, which does look very good. But of course you can't get in because I'm a derp and haven't put a gap in the gate. So I need to do that. I need to cut a bit in the fence sort of there so they can get on. Boring. You're boring them. Drive. So yeah, let's go. God, you. Hooray. So, rather obviously, this is the Steam Sound Supreme enhanced version of the Falmouth Pannier tank. It's very, very good. I absolutely adore it. And of course behind we've got the Falmouth branch line coaches, which are complete with Steam Sound Supreme sounds. If I keep pausing for some reason, it's because, well, I keep pausing because I keep pausing, so and also because I am trying to record a video and drive at the same time, which is near impossible. So we've hit the first gradient, which is 1 in 45, and I can never get up it quicker than 18. TL speed just rapidly disappearing, along with most of our boiler pressure. And we're up. We're on the flat now. We're on the flat. So we're going into the first tunnel. I forgot what I called it now. Presume it's called Charleston Tunnel. I can't really remember. Shift and B gives you alternate whistles. And then you got another one. And of course, pressing B, you get loads of random whistles anyway. And finally, there you go. So, we are just about to come out of the first tunnel, which I believe is the longest on the line. And you can see straight away here we've got a, I think it's a 1 in 60, 1 in 50 grade. I can never flipping remember what it is. It's a 1 in 55. So I believe that we're stopping. Yes, we are. So you can hear there the coach sounds, which are very nice. Lovely bit of flangey squeal. I must warn you that I'm really not very good at using the brakes on this Pannier tank engine at all. In fact, I'm absolutely awful. So, and again, excuse the lag, although it's better than it has been. It's a lot better than it has been. So, pulling into Rowden Station, I shall give you a tour once we have stopped. Leave the train here so I can actually, you know, stop properly, which it looks like I might not do. 100% handbrake. Oh, not bad. Oh, that's without doubt the best I've managed to do that. I'm really quite impressed. Right, let's do the passengers. Yeah. Right. Bit of coal, bit of water. Let's have a look whilst we're here. So, over here we appear to have a 7F on a rather long goods train, which just fits in this siding here, which is quite lucky, really. Let's put the brakes into running. We've got a little good shed type thing here. These sidings, they look crap, I know. They're supposed to. They're not finished yet. They're going to be... all the sidings on the route are going to be fully signalled. Ground signals and bushes and shit. And for some reason, the main road here doesn't have any cars today. It seems they've all decided to get on my train. I don't mind. And yes, I don't know why there are graves in the station car park and the station buildings floating. I don't know. 2 ungated level crossings. This one will be gated, and hopefully the gates will function properly, in theory. And this one here won't be gated because it's just a siding that, well, you can see from the state of it that doesn't get used very often. This is the Mardy branch track, in case you're wondering what it is. The bullhead rail. We've got bullhead type 1, and then bullhead type 1 rusty, and then it goes bullhead type 1 rusty dirty, bullhead type 1 dirty, etc, etc. I think there's 4 or 5 different ones. What coal are we at? 98. Wow, I'm a good fireman. And then these houses are also from the Mardy branch as well, I think. Yeah, they're a loft like a road, which I'll probably show you in another video. So over here we've got some farmland that needs sorting because it's crap. We've got some rapeseed oil, some grass, and a ploughed field. They need to have boundaries put on them, and perhaps a tractor doing that bit there. I don't know. This video is probably taking ages, so I guess I better get a move on. I do hope you can hear me alright when the cylinder cots are on, but when I've got them open I will just go quiet so that you can hear me better. We'll only be doing a one-way trip because obviously the route's going to be the same the other way. No, that wasn't the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Quite annoying really that you can't actually control the random whistles. I think it would be a good idea if you could control them rather than just giving them completely random, like B and then Shift B or Control B or Alt B or whatever, given the random whistles. So the next gradient going up is this, which is at 1 in 60. And is as steep as hell. As our rapidly disappearing boiler pressure and very slow speed increase are so helpfully demonstrated to us. We're getting 15 frames a second now, which is very good. It seems that I've managed to sort the lag issue out, because I wasn't getting anything higher than 8 without fraps running. It was an absolute nightmare. I just could not drive steam locomotives at all. It would just go and die. So now the scenery past this ploughed field is all new. having only recently been achieved. So this is the wonderfully unfinished valley, which needs a name. Just going to sit up here and watch the train go by for a bit. We on the 1 in 100? Yes, we are. "20 frames a second then. Lovely. So. Slowly climbing our way up. Again, you must excuse the amount of appalling lag that we're getting. If the lag gets too much, I will just very quickly do a nice shiny jump cut type thing until the lag sorts itself out. But hopefully they won't be happening. We appear to be slowing down, so our blood pressure's disappearing. We might not make this. Maybe load 3 and a panier's a bit too much, or have I got a handbrake on somewhere? Nope. Normally when it's something like this happens, I've got a haul or something and like load 8, which flies up here at 40 plus. If I'm going really slow like I am now, chances are that I've got one of the handbrakes on the coaches. I cannot drive on railworks to save my life. I'm absolutely hopeless. But I am getting better. Gonna need to put our blowers on to help regulate boiler pressure, which is disappearing. We're going a bit faster now because we're on the flat, so we can... There. So, this is the as yet unnamed valley. It does need a name. Maybe I can put that to you guys. What am I talking about, you absolute idiot? The whole route is called the Pine Valley. But the actual... No. The railway is called the Pine Valley. The railway is called the Pine Valley, but the actual valley needs a different name. Because you've got the Mid-Hants Railway is nicknamed as the Watercress Line or something. And the same as the Bluebell. The original name for the Bluebell wasn't the Bluebell, it was something else. Something to Loo or something like that. Branch line or something. Something to do with the London, Brighton South Coast at least, I don't really know. Don't ask me! Now, coming up to the very appallingly rendered bridge. Which is supposed to have sounds, there we go. I may well get rid of the bridge completely, along with the little dried out riverbed underneath it. Because, well, it just doesn't look right, does it? So let's check the route. Getting 30 frames a second now. So this is the next station, this is Rowden. Again, not Rowden, sorry, Cheetham Colliery. When we stop, we won't go back. I might uncouple the loco and stick it in the servicing facilities, or I might just leave it in the platform and shut the dampers and stuff. I don't know yet. But when we stop, I'll give you a full tour of Cheetham Station and the colliery and the main line and whatever. So we've just hit Cheetham Junction, where the single track line branches into double track, like so, with the main line carrying on the left and the branch line diverting around this very sharp single slip that I'm very proud of. And then shortly, you can see there, we've got a very short, sharp, steep rather gradient at 1 in 30. and then a very nicely rendered road bridge that takes the main road, excuse me, over the main line and the branch line, and we've got traffic on it for a change. So let's give us a quick whistle as we go under. Sounds are a bit delayed there. Well done, Railworks. Top marks. So, let's see how well we do pulling into this station. Right, so the last coach is in the platform now, so I can slam the brakes on. Normally I aim to stop with the engine or the tender sort of near this apple tree here. So that's not far off, that's pretty damn good. And ideally, when I release this route, ideally you want to stop on this dirty bit here, somewhere along this dirty bit, because that's where locos stand. And I do need to smooth it out onto this bit here, but for whatever reason, with Railworks being a complete penis, it just won't let me, and I don't know why. So I may have to sort of trim this back a bit here, and then I don't know, whatever. So leave our brakes on now. We'll take our dampers off. What's our boiler pressure doing? Going up? Very slowly going up. So train's going to sit there. The passengers are going to get out and do their thing while we have a nose about. So over here, of course, you've got the very nicely rendered road bridge with the main line going with the main road going across. You've got the main line here, which I believe is on the flat, passing under this very nicely rendered brick arch, and then the branch line at 1 in 30 going underneath this flat bridge. The only reason that it's flat is because physically I couldn't fit an arched one in there. There was absolutely no clearance at all, and Railworks didn't like it for some reason, which is news to me. So this is the station, Cheetham Colliery. Cheetham Town for Cheetham Colliery. I do need to rename that. It's quite a simple station. The back bit here needs work. I don't know what to put over there, if anything. I thought I might put a few dark patches of grass and maybe some rocks or something up there, just to make it look a bit more interesting. Car park. Every station needs a car park, and something I've only just noticed is there's no way of getting on the platform. So I'll need to sort that out. Possibly a ramp on this side, maybe, if I move these logs out the way. I don't know why the logs are there, if I'm honest with you. You just clutter to make it look good. So, you've got a small junction here. You've got the colliery branching off to the right, and the branch line continuing this way. For the moment, the branch line doesn't go any further. It goes a little way, but stops sort of there, which is about a mile away, because we can't pan any further. But eventually I will extend the route. I don't know when. And it will get to like a seaside-y town type thing. I thought would be quite nice. So back to the short junction. Where is it? Here. You've got the colliery branch coming off here, which is dead level, which is wrong, I know, and the colliery, which needs serious sorting, because, to be fair, I don't really understand how collieries work. I don't have a clue. All I know is you've got the pit head, and then you've got the loader and the washery. That's as much as I know, to be fair. But it needs sorting. It doesn't look too bad. It looks like a colliery, so I guess it can stay as it is. with the 2 loading bays underneath it. This little short siding here, which you've noticed, hopefully, is where the guards van will be dumped. So if we just trek back over to here, the inbound empty wagons will be brought into the platform, which can accommodate, I can't remember how many wagons. It's quite a lot though. And then the inbound loco will be uncoupled and run into the loop here, and the colliery engine, which we stored here or here, will run out and buffer up but not couple, and then the inbound train will run into here to be serviced, while the colliery engine runs round and couples up to the brake van, which is then uncoupled, and it's shoved there, and then the colliery loco shunts the whole train up to it, couples up and shunts it all the way to here, where the brake van is then dumped, and then the train can be loaded in the hoppers here, the brake van then reattached, and if the train isn't due out for another few hours, it's dumped where this short goods train is here, dumped in the departures side, or if there's no passenger services, it can be dumped in the loop, because of course that's the run round loop. And yeah, the houses need sorting because the backs of them don't look too bad, but the fronts just look shit. So what I might well do is, with the little road here, I don't want too many bridges, because I did think of just having... Actually, I might do this, actually, having said that. Make a little main road, or a little smaller road, in front of, rather, the houses here. Go across at a very nice, strange angle across the main line there, and then join up with the main road there. So, almost, the station is almost road-locked. Nearly. I think that would be quite nice, and we also need one coming off here and stopping here for the car park as well. Because of course you can't have a car park without a road for access. Now, I think that's about it. Really, there's nothing else. There's just a few random things like this. I've put washing on the line because, well, variety and shit. And you do get some quite interesting views from the back gardens of the houses. If you're doing some shunting, it's really fun to sit in the back gardens, in the various back gardens, and watch. Is it this one that's quite? No, it must have been these two, I think. Yeah, are quite good. And then of course you always take screenshots. I always try to take them as if I'm a person, like a passenger, rather than a guy in the game. So like this, for example, gonna take a screenshot from here. Control S. There we go. We got the van in the background and everything as well. That's quite a nice one as well. I just take various screenshots while I'm in game. If I find something amusing or something that looks quite pretty, I do that. And then there's a variety of lorries being unloaded. Here we've got this one that's being unloading. Is it strawberries? I think. Yeah, strawberries. And then this one, which has disappeared there. That one has got crates of, I don't know, cocaine or something, I don't know. So the route, it's coming together quite nicely. There needs to be a lot more bushes and stuff added for the various versions. Bushes added and bushes taken away, and etc. And it all needs neatening up. But the bit that I quite like, which I took inspiration from actually, is the buffer stop with the brambles and stuff around it. It looks a little bit odd because it's not finished yet. I'm gonna have a sort of sand pit type thing at the back. So if a locomotive comes in and the brakes fail, it runs straight through the buffers and gets bogged down in the sand, rather than continuing over this way and doing a tit-filled thunderbolt type thing. The idea with the brambles surrounding the buffers here is not a new idea. I do it on nearly all of my routes. There's at least 2 or 3 sidings that have got random bushes. I take inspiration from Meldon Quarry, basically, down here in the West Country. All the sidings in the West Country look like this. So that's where the inspiration for that comes from. That's pretty much it. Let's just fly along here and see how far we get. Right, not quite to Rowden Station, which is a shame. But we can go down, and admire the valley from track height. So this has been the first Cabride of hopefully many along the Pine Valley Railway. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.